Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Mike back with another video, and we are back with another Boombox. So, obviously, we're going to be looking to add the players from the Boombox to the team for Boombox To Glory, but I did want to show you guys. So, I mentioned Boombox does rewards, and they sent me a t-shirt for the rewards, but it's unfortunately a size too small for me, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I mean, you know, going to the gym and stuff like that, maybe I'll get into that shirt at some point and just keep it for a while, but who knows. But it is cool that they sent the shirt. It's a nice looking shirt, but we will see if the cards are good, because I'd much prefer that than a t-shirt. We'll get right into it. Winter Wildcards starting today in FC, so some huge stuff that we can add to the team. So we will see where we end up. There's a ton of these things. Got to make sure to pick them up. I don't want my dog trying to eat one of those. They look edible, you know. If you're a dog, you probably think that that's pretty edible. Okay, so in this month's box, same as last month, that is what we're looking at. Or not same as last month, sorry, same as last week. Alright, I'm going to dig all these out of here. You get your mag as usual. This one's a 55-point mag, which is interesting because they've been doing mostly 35s. But yeah, this one is 55. I have so many mags. It is unreal. Alright, so we got the Jade Bundesliga, 2 packs of Flagship. Stadium Club is pretty cool. We got the Topps Chrome Hobby. So we'll probably do it in this order. And let's see if we can get something. We got some numbered cards, but we did not get an autograph out of the last box. Oh, there we go. We did not get an autograph out of the last box, so hopefully we can get something in here. There's a Verts. And then we got, looks like a refractor of Stiller. Yep, that's a refractor there. He actually has some cards. Flo, we could look to maybe upgrade. So that's a possibility. Junior Adamu. And then we have this guy. I think they call this the Prism. Not to be confused with Panini Prism. Topps also has like a parallel they call Prism. So, all right, next one up. Oh yeah, I forgot they're all like this. We have something back here. We have like 2. So I'm going to flip those to the back and we'll see what those are. All right, first up we have this guy. That guy. Wow, the names. It's a rookie. Matson. Okay, he's got a card. Ginter. Starka. And then we have a Musiala blue. Is that numbered? I don't think it is. Is that not numbered anywhere? It's a nice looking card. UB. I think that's Ultra Beam. It's got a big ding in one of the corners there. But that's a cool card. Musiala does have a promo. Yeah, we'll take a look. See what we can add to the team. Even if it, at this point, you know, some of it's just going to be strengthening the bench, too. The team's getting pretty good, so. All right, doesn't look like we have anything in here, so we'll just go straight through. We have Thuram, Elmas, Ratkov, Frankie de Jong. I have a very good version of Frankie de Jong that we may look to use. Barella was in the season pass, so we can add him to the short list. Kavara, and then this guy on the rookie. The de Jong is nice to see. I should be looking to see if we got any like icons or anything like that. There is a Dino SBC we could maybe look to use. I would love to use that card, actually. All right. Antonio Silva. Maka has a new card. Maybe we look at adding him just to use his new card. That's cool. Bakayoko. Erling Haaland. A rookie of Kanate. And then we have a West Ham team card, which, is that Declan Rice on that? I can't tell. No, he wasn't there when they won this, right? He was already at Arsenal. Okay. We have a Ben Doak and Alvaro Rodriguez Future Stars. All right, best 2 packs up next. We have 2 really good upgrades for the team, but unfortunately no numbered cards. This looks like it should be a parallel. I'm kind of weirded out that this isn't numbered because it's clearly blue, but it is what it is. Hopefully we can get something in one of these last 2 packs. All right, we got Chiesa, Engels, Luca, and a Future Stars Ross. This is a rough box. All right. Last pack. Could change everything. This is the oldest pack. Huge rookies in this 2020-2021 class. Looks like we do have... I can't tell if that's something or not, to be honest. We're just going to go through. All right. We have Ilkay Gundogan. Martial. Man, I do love the pictures and stuff in this set. Like, look at that picture. He's just on a bike. Perrin. Mignolet. Tyler Adams, who just tore his MCL, I believe, so might not be in the World Cup, which is a huge bummer. It sounds like he could still be back in time for it, but definitely a bummer. And then Bobby. I miss this guy. Would have been really cool if this is autographed. I've got Bobby autos and stuff, but yeah, right here. One of my favorite players ever for Liverpool. You just love watching him. I like him for the same reasons I like Dino in FIFA. You know, it's like he just brought a smile to my face when I watched him play. Bobby was always one of my favorites. So it is what it is. This was a really bad box. At least we got a t-shirt. But yeah, this was not a good box. The issue right now that I'm having with these boom boxes, like in the first few that we got, we were getting Donruss and stuff like that. All of these packs, and I understand that this is the cheapest box, but at the same time, you know, Topps Flagship, for example, is less expensive than this whole box, or than this boom box for an entire hobby, and you're at least getting a hit, right? I mean, just look at these. 1 of 18 is our best odds in any of these packs. This one isn't listed, but I think it's also 1 of 24. And then this one might be 1 of... I don't even know if you're guaranteed a hit in Jade. So, you know, it's just a little bit rough with these types of hit odds. You'd really like to see a pack of Donruss or something where you're like getting like a 10% chance at least instead of a 5% chance at getting an autograph. Because when you're only getting 6 packs and each of them have a 5% chance, the majority of your boxes aren't going to have autographs, right? I don't know. Just some thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. I think I will, maybe for this coming week, switch back over to the Collectible Card Club one, or maybe we try All Sports VT again, and just mix it up. But what I will say is, for the purposes of this video and opening it up for people to use, a couple of big ones. These 2 specifically right here are both immediate upgrades we can make to the team. I have a new De Jong card that's really good, and Maka just got a new card. I don't know how expensive it is. I can't imagine it's that expensive, but we will definitely look to use him. I don't think otherwise that we got any heroes or icons, so we won't look to use an icon pack, unfortunately, unless I'm missing something. Maybe I cheat and look through the West Ham card and see if there's somebody like in the background, like doing commentary, like, hey, here's Peter Schmeichel in the background. So I don't know, but I appreciate you guys watching this part of the video. I'll check it, or I'll check, you know, all these cards and then get the team updated, and I will be back with you in just a second. Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope you're doing well. I have made some upgrades to the team, so I want to go through those with you and then hop into Champs. It is actually Monday, and so there's only about 13 hours left in Champs, and I'm just now starting. So basically, it's going to have to knock it out in one sitting. But had a lot of like Christmas plans and stuff before the holidays. Hopefully, you guys are having a good holiday season as well and have a good Christmas and all that stuff if I don't talk to you sometime around then. A couple of things. So in terms of the upgrades, just real quick, we got De Jong. So I went ahead and added him. I mentioned last week that I had packed this card in just one of the like daily upgrades during Joga Bonito. So my pack luck on this account this year is the best it's ever been, which is insane. So when we got that card in the pack, I was really happy to throw him into the team and try him out. I think I've used him in a couple of like objective things. Yeah, I've played 13 matches with him, just like in objectives and stuff. So more or less not really tried him out in like a competitive situation. In terms of other upgrades, we got McAllister, so we're going to try out his winter wild card. I don't know that these two are better than Verts. I mean, they are better in terms of stats. McAllister's a pretty sick card. Obviously, Hullet Club, really good passing. You look at his play styles, he has both long ball and pinged. Doesn't have incisive, which I would, really like in a situation like this, but he's got some good defensive play styles as well. Intercept is huge, especially with him being like box-to-box ball winning, and he's got press proven to help with that too. Shooting play styles are pretty rough, but the power shot makes some sense because he has hammered a couple of them. If you guys remember his goal against Tottenham when we sealed the league last year, was really, really good. We also got Barella. So I went ahead and added, I completed the season pass. And so one of the cards that you get in that is this Barella. Obviously from a chem standpoint, he doesn't really fit into the team, but he is a really, really good, just like overall box-to-box midfielder, just like these two are. So our midfield is gross. So we've moved Verts to the bench. I'm also going to try out, I threw our Ekatike that we had into an Evo. So we already had Ekatike in the team, and we are allowed to upgrade them through Evos. So we're going to try this out. I don't know that it will be better. It's actually very, very similar. The same playstyle plus, both have very similar like overall playstyles. Torres has one extra pace, but Ekatike has one extra shooting, better physical. In terms of play styles, Ekatike's got 7, so I think he has one less. But he still has the silver finesse, which is important. The one thing I want to try with him, he doesn't have rapid, which Torres does. But since they're playing more the advanced forward role anyways, I'm not sure that the pace is going to matter quite as much. So we're going to try it out. He does have quick step. So does Torres. He has enforcer, which Torres doesn't. And he also has technical, which Torres doesn't, I believe. Yeah, so here's the sort of comparison. But either way, it's fun to try out new cards, and that's what I want to do. I would just want to show you guys, I mentioned my pack luck has been insane. So the 87 plus base or Thunderstruck icon came out, and it was between doing that and the 3 pick. But I watched some of those picks, like videos of other people doing them, and they looked terrible. Like I hadn't seen anybody get a dub. And so last night I was just playing, doing like just some random like objectives that you need to do, like the Winter Wildcards tourney and stuff like that. And I had, from doing the daily like upgrade packs, like the 85 plus player pick and stuff like that, I had just extra fodder. And I threw it into I chose to do the 87 plus Thunderstruck or base. I got a base, but it happens to be like my second favorite icon to use in the game. I've had Hullet a couple of different times. I mean, I've played this game for years. And obviously, I never have the coins to just buy them because I don't do a ton of like store packs and stuff like that like people tend to do. But I got Hullet out of the thing. I'm obviously, not throwing him into the team unless we, get a card, and an icon or an auto or something. We can throw him into the team at some point. These guys are pretty similar. Like if you look at the actual like stat comparison between like McAllister and Hullet on the right hand side there, McAllister's actually better in terms of passing, dribbling, and defending. But Hullet's just Hullet. He's got the hair trait. He's just unreal. If you guys have ever used him in a game, I'm also considering trying out the 4-5-1 instead of the 4-4-1-1. I don't know. We'll see how things go. But we're going to go ahead and get into a game and try this new team out. I've not used this McAllister card. I just picked it up, as you guys can see, I think for like 50,000 coins, so nothing crazy. Somebody else played with him. If you see the other clubs, and they got 3 goals and 5 assists with him, but I don't know whether that was competitive or what. This is going to be my first game with him. Yeah, we're getting Jude more into the cam role, which I think will be really interesting. I actually might want to look at... So I've got a Catalyst on him right now, which boosts pace and passing. He's got good shooting and dribbling already. Yeah, I think that... Let's keep it the way it is, and just try it out. Like I said, we're going to try out this team. I'm excited about it. Some huge upgrades, some Liverpool upgrades. Got the red winter wild card. Like this is from the Evo, and then this was like one you unlock for getting a perfect winter wild cards tourney, which I got one. I actually got one on my first try. I won my first 4 games of that tournament, which is rare for me. You guys have watched me play. I'm kind of mediocre. So normally those tournaments, especially when they first come out and people are really striving for the perfect tournaments, I struggle a little bit. like once you get to game 3 or 4. But won 4 in a row, got that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. He's got the Christmassy lightning on there as well. So yeah, really excited. Excited about the team and the upgrades we made, and try to see these players out. So we are currently 0-0. Like I said, there's 12 hours and 55 minutes left in champs, and I want to get it done. So time to go. Fodder is basically free right now. Like, I don't know if you guys have looked at the prices on the market, but even some of the, like, the new cards that I thought would be like, you know, 5 million coin cards, like Claudia Pina, she's under $1 million, both versions. One of them's actually only a couple $100K, which is insane. And you kind of feel for the people that spent a ton of fodder into the Player of the Month one. I mean, I say you kind of feel for him, because the reality is like, if you're using Pina in this game, I don't feel terrible for you. So, because that card's just, you know, it's so broken and annoying. It's really frustrating, because I tried to right switching over to that, because you could see my center backs were not in a good position there. But good goal. It is what it is. I've had my opportunities in this game. I still frustrating, but that's okay. Nice from De Jong there. Man, I've just missed on a couple of these like little incisive types of balls. I don't know. I haven't looked at De Jong's silver play styles, but I just wanted to try the card. I mean, he's really, really expensive, so that's usually a good indicator that the card's at least useful. Ekatike, low driven. I was talking in the last couple of weeks, if you guys have watched, you know, about how I don't use the low drivens, but it seems like that's sort of one of the best ways to score. So I've tried doing a better job at using it when people have the play style. And obviously Ekatike has low driven plus and was pretty open there, so it made sense to take one on. Nice pass. There it is. Oh. Nice from Maka. All right, Maka gets his first goal for the team and his first game for the team from midfield. Come on, Jude. Come on, Jude. You got to win that. Absolutely have to win that. Nice. All right, we get the 2-1 win in game 1. We will take it. It was a really, really, really rough game, to be honest. It was just kind of difficult to play. I think, like, on the balance of things, we probably deserved to win, but look at that game. I mean, only 1.5 XG for me, 0.7 for him. Only 7 total shots in the game. It was just a lot of, like, low block defense on both sides, to be honest, but that's this game, you know, and if you want to win, I think to a certain extent you have to do that. I'd really love to do a 2-striker formation at some point, but we have better midfielders than we do strikers, and the 2-striker formations in this game just aren't quite as good. I wouldn't necessarily mind getting into a narrow 2-striker formation, like a 4-3-1-2 or something like that, because that would take upgrading Rivaldo where we just don't even need to and stuff like that. But 1-0, I will let you guys know how we do towards the end. We'll see how rewards are. Like I said, I got to kind of gun it through these. So I might not have the best win record this week, just because, like, if I go down a few, I'm just going to quit. I'm not going to ride games out too much in this week just because I want to get them all done today. And, you know, obviously I have a limited time to do it and other stuff going on because of the holidays and stuff like that. But I will talk to you guys in a little bit with an update. Okay, hey, what's going on, guys? It is now about 6:15 p.m. and I have completed Foot Champs. We had a pretty good week. We had definitely ups and downs, but I'll show you how we did. We did finish with 9 wins out of 15, obviously. We got hacked in one game. I think it was a hacker. I've never seen it before, but I loaded into the game and we had gray emblems above all my guys' heads, and they just weren't moving. So let me know, I guess, if that's like a normal like hack situation or if that's just a weird bug in the game. But 9 wins I'm pretty happy with, especially during winter wildcards. We started off 6-1 and went on a little bit of a slide. So I actually thought we might be pushing 10, 11 wins this week. But, you know, we'll take it. As far as the packs, so let's see what we get for the 9 wins. I think we get a winter wildcards guarantee. Yeah, so we get 1 winter wildcards guaranteed, a 1083 tradable, a 585 tradable, and then the team of the week. So we'll do the team of the week and the wildcards first. The wildcards is likely going to be a bad one, but you never know. Obviously, I don't know if icons can be in that, but there's some massive, massive stuff that could theoretically be in it. So, all right, we'll throw this up for like 13K. We got like 35,000 coins too, so, you know, if we can make 100,000 coins or something real quick, that would be all right. Especially as cheap as the market is now, you can get a lot for 100,000 coins. So we'll do the winter wildcards guarantee. That is a German striker, female. Yeah. So, like I said, it's essentially fodder, but that's okay. Millhouse. I already have her. And, yeah. Cool dynamic, I guess. All right, so 2 more. 585 and 1083. Can we get something? 1083 is nothing. And that's unfortunately pretty normal from what I've experienced. I think 85 still sell just because the 385s exchange things. Excuse me. I should have been paying attention for things to add to the team. I'm not doing a good job of that. I'll look back at it. And then the big pack, 585. Can we get something? Come on. All right, we get a winter wildcards walkout. Striker French. That's Katoto, I think. And then we get a hero. I think Cordoba sells, but like the new heroes don't really sell. So let me see Cordoba. I don't think that... I don't know. Is that Cordoba? I don't know who that is. Nah, it's Finesse. That's the new one. I think he's like 15K. Unfortunately. It is cool to get a hero. Yeah, we'll just list all this stuff up. We'll keep those for the exchanges. Yeah, so that's Pizarro, the new hero. Yeah, he's 15,000. He's literally pretty sure. Yeah, that's his lowest price. So we'll list it up for the lowest we can and hope it sells. And Katoto. So we got, I mean, hey, we got something. I'll look back through and see who, if anybody, we want to add to the team. But in terms of the team, I actually had a lot of fun this week with some of the changes that we made. There goes our team of the week already. But I'll show you guys kind of... Actually, I can just go here. Yeah, so Ekatike was really, really good. I'm happy that I did sub on. Sometimes I would actually move him to cam and then sub on Torres as a striker, and I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, I mean, he scored a ton of goals. He had goals on him already because it's the same card that we were using earlier. So he's played a bunch of games. Who else was new? McAllister. So yeah, we've used him 15 games, 5 goals, 6 assists from the midfield. That's really good. Jude was good. At cam, I liked him better than at center mid. It felt like he was more involved. Yeah, I've used him in some objectives and stuff, so it's hard to know really what he did, I guess. But I definitely enjoy the team more. We have no gold cards left in the team. I subbed on Barella here and there. He was okay. Gakpo, I actually think I might just rather start. Yeah, so Jude doesn't have enough chem if we do that. So, but I just really don't like Rivaldo that much, if I'm being honest. There's a reason that he's as cheap as he is, I think. Stats-wise, he looks okay, but man, I just really didn't enjoy him that much. But we had a good week. Mediocre rewards, but that's pretty normal, let's be honest. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll have a box for next week, assuming it doesn't get delayed with the holiday and stuff like that, but it's already shipped. I got the notification, so I would think it would be here in time for recording next week's video. But otherwise, hopefully you guys are enjoying Winter Wildcards. Hopefully you have a great Christmas if I don't talk to you guys, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye-bye.